Hey, I hope you're having another great day. About a month ago, a little more, Aaron and I went to Boston for a 4-day weekend, and it was a great time. We had a wonderful visit to Boston, ate some amazing food, and saw some incredible things. But as we were preparing for the trip, I remember Aaron saying she wanted to take a little 2-day walking tour. And I didn't think too much about it. I thought that sounded like fun. I didn't even think of how many steps we would take or how far we would walk in a day. None of that crossed my mind until we had walked 11.6 miles in the very first day. And I thought, how many miles are we going to walk on this 2-day tour? Well, over the course of 3 days, we actually walked over 31 miles. That's over 66,000 steps, if you're counting. And I was after I got to that third day, and we needed it because we ate so much food. But it just made me think while we were walking all those steps about how Jesus and the disciples walked everywhere they went. In fact, you only know of Jesus riding something twice in his life. One was when he entered into Bethlehem in the womb of his mother Mary as they rode a donkey, and then another time when he rode into Jerusalem the week before his life ended. Jesus walked everywhere, and we have had the privilege of going to the Holy Land. It is a long way from north to south and east to west, and so he would walk miles and miles every day with sandals on there where you could feel every rock and every root under your feet. Not like the great tennis shoes we have today, and not the sidewalks and paths that we walk today. A much more rugged walk he had than we do. The Bible talks about the Christian life as if it is a walk. And there are people who are commended for their walk with God, like Enoch, who walked with God and then was no more because God took him away. Moses and Abraham and Noah, who was commended as someone who walked with God. That walk is such an important part of our Christian life, understanding that it's a walk. It's not a sprint. It's not a race. It's a walk. Amos 3:3 says, "Do two walk together unless they've agreed to do so?" And Jesus invites us onto that walk. It's whether or not we agree to go on that walk with him that makes the difference. And when you take a walk, several things happen when you go with someone. Number one, you slow down. Even if you're walking at a fast pace, pretty much everything else around you is zooming by. People go by on bicycles and cars and planes overhead, and everything's faster than you are. And when you slow down, you see things from a different perspective, and you notice things that you never noticed before. But also, when you take a walk with someone, you focus just on them. You're not looking at your phone, you're not talking on the phone, you're not paying attention to anything else. You're focused on the conversation, you're focused on the relationship. You're really intensely making sure that you're connecting with that person. And then finally, when you take a walk with someone, you go the same direction. You stay together. When Aaron and I were in Boston, we used a GPS, so we always knew we were going the right direction. But when you walk with Jesus, he's the GPS. He makes sure you're going the right direction as long as you stay with him and never separate. I've walked away from Jesus in my life, and I've made bad choices when I wasn't with him. But when I'm with Jesus and I'm focused on him and I'm listening to him and allowing him to be my GPS and guide me, I make good choices. Another part of the Christian life is that we're supposed to walk with someone else. We're supposed to encourage someone to walk with us. We're supposed to walk together with another Christian person. Invite them along. So my question to you, number one, is, are you walking with Jesus every day? Are you focused on him? Are you slowing down and spending time with him and listening to his voice and allowing him to guide you? And then my second question for you today is, who have you joined alongside in this walk? Who have you encouraged to come along with you? Or who are you walking with who's going through a difficult time, who needs you there and go shoulder to shoulder with during a really challenging part of their life? Or maybe you're just kind of lifting them up and encouraging them and helping them along, or maybe they're doing that for you. The Christian life is a walk, and we need to walk with Christ every day. So as I say every week, get up today, slow down, and keep walking with Jesus. See you next week.